Hey everybody. We had a long weekend this weekend. I went traveling to Baltimore to see some friends, play some Magic. Went to the Baltimore City Trivia Championships for District Trivia with Bill Padshak and Andy Kravis, and we were able to get the win, so that was kind of fun. It was a really big team trivia event and a heck of a lot of fun. Just happened to be able to kill 2 trips in one, but that is the explanation for the hiatus. That and yesterday was just complicated. So anyway, we're going to move on to match day 17. Okay. Yesterday, I did pick up a win. It was a tough day yesterday. Kind of regretting that I didn't record. You can see my main game. I beat Randy Gold just off of defense. I guess mainly because my guess is that he may have thought that question 1 was biscuits or something like that, which is what I put to. May have thought it was easier than it was. I'm not sure though. Yeah, he may also know of my Anglophilia, but that doesn't necessarily mean I know specific, donuts or whatever from other cultures. Anyway, though, yeah, tough day. Glad to do as well as we did with 4. I couldn't come up with Bridget Fonda either. I didn't spend enough time thinking about it. I don't know if I'd been making this video, whether I would have gone about it in a different way. It's interesting to think about. So anyway, let's look at match day 17. All right, question 1. John Cena, Amari Stoudemire, Tony Romo, Chris Evert, and most prominently LeBron James are athletes who appear in what successful 2015 comedy film. I'm 100% sure that the answer to this is Trainwreck. Definitely has John Cena and LeBron James. So, yeah, definitely right. Question 2. In geometry, a polyhedron is a regular figure with 4 or more plane faces. 5 different types of polyhedra fit the definition of a regular polyhedron. The number of faces of each of these 5 regular polyhedra, when added together, total what number? Note your answer should be 1 number. Sure. So the good news here is if you are a gamer, you know these as your polyhedra dice. All of those are regular polyhedra, which I think are also known as platonic solids. Which are the 4-sided triangular pyramid, the cube, the octahedron, which is kind of 2 square pyramids stacked on top of each other, which all the faces are triangles, but it looks like kind of a, yeah. So that's 8-sided. So the D10, commonly used in games, is actually not regular because all the sides aren't the same length. It uses kind of kite-shaped things, but not right. The dodecahedron is your 12-sided, it's 12 pentagons, and then the 20-sided or icosahedron or D20 is all triangles. So what makes them regular is that they all have this, I believe a regular polyhedron, and this is certainly the correct answer, is that they have symmetrical identical faces. And the reason that the D10 is wrong is because I think the faces do not have same length edges on all sides. So anyway, I mean, it's certainly, if there's one to exclude from the standard D&D dice, that is the one. So anyway, if we total those up, it's 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 12 is 30, plus 20 is 50. I'm going to make sure about that. Yeah, 10 plus 20 plus 20 is 50. Okay, there's your answer. Question 3, public and at times litigious feuds with fellow writers Truman Capote, William F. Buckley Jr., and Norman Mailer were among the non-literary highlights or lowlights in the life of what American novelist and essayist? All right, well, yeah, very famous. This is definitely Gore Vidal, who feuded with William F. Buckley, definitely Gore Vidal. I believe I knew about his feud with Capote as well. I don't really know about the drama with him and Mailer. Though it's makes total sense. So, yep, Gore Vidal. That's who we're going with. Question 4. A 1983 duet by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson shares a particular naming convention with Motley Crue's 4th studio album, Destiny Child's first chart-topping single, and a Philip Phillips tune used in commercials for American Family Insurance. What is the title of that McCartney-Jackson song? Okay. Well, the 2 Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney songs I can name, I'm pretty sure that's right, are like The Girl Is Mine and then Say, Say, Say. So what would the naming convention be? Well, all right. This is pretty well written if this is true. So I guess that I'm not sure about the Philip Phillips song title off the top of my head. My guess, so Say, Say, Say is, the same word 3 times. Destiny's Child's first chart-topping single, I guess, might be Bills, Bills, Bills. And then Motley Crue's 4th studio album, I would assume, is Girls, Girls, Girls by that logic. So let's go with Say, Say, Say. Certainly is a song by those 2 guys. All right. Of the dozens of inhabited islands that are part of the Republic of Greece, the largest in size by surface area is Crete by a wide margin. Name any one of the next 3 largest in size. All right. I could have told you Crete for sure. I am not 100% sure how these rank out. I believe Rhodes is maybe one, or I'm going to write down some that might be right. Ithaca. All these may also be wrong, so don't. You know what? I don't think I'm going to come up with a better guess than Rhodes. I feel like maybe I even have heard that it's large, like as in, among the top few. So we're just going to leave that. That is roughly a guess, but it is certainly a significant island in that area. So that's what we're going to go with. In Queens of South Asia, this word is used most commonly for a split dried pulse, often lentils, sometimes peas, beans, etc., or for a dish prepared using the ingredient. Varieties include chana, masoor, daba, urad, and rajma, among many others. All right. What is this word? Well, yeah, so your lentils are, I think this is dal, right? I eat a decent bit of Indian food. This isn't usually what I order. But I think that's what dal means, isn't it? Yeah, it's a simple enough word that you can imagine if it says South Asia, like you could imagine it being used in other countries or languages as well. So that's what I'm going to go with. All right. Jeremy Horowitz. Jeremy Horowitz is very good at pop culture and scientific type things. And Jeremy Horowitz is also notably good at everything. I think there's no chance, therefore, that he doesn't know Say, Say, Say. I think there is a chance that he doesn't. I don't think there's a chance he doesn't know Gore Vidal, just too famous of a thing. And I assume there's no chance he doesn't know the math. I think these are all. This is essentially giving 3 zeros. We're just trying to sort of work our way up. I also don't think there's any chance he doesn't know Trainwreck. Like maybe I would even pray for a math error here. So we'll go that route. Give him a 3 for Rhodes and a 2 for Dahl. Because I'm not sure about Rhodes and definitely not. And I'm not. I am pretty sure about Dahl, but don't know if he'd know it or not. Wish I knew if he was vegetarian. I feel like that. I feel like if you're vegetarian, you have a higher likelihood of getting this question right. He might be vegetarian. He might not be vegetarian. I don't actually know. All right. As for Varel, our other opponent, she's got a 95% in literature. All right. I'm just going to like flat zero Gore Vidal on that basis. We'll also put a 1 on Dahl here. How are you on film? Pretty good. 1 on Trainwreck. Relatively poor at math, a 3. I think it's very likely that people may not figure out exactly what is and isn't a regular polyhedron in that case. Pop music, 63%. This would be heavily correlated with age. So let's go look at her question history on pop music. We're trying to find out whether she's going to know say, say, say. Okay. She did not know Smile. No, she didn't know. I'm sorry. She didn't know Marky Mark. That makes me feel like say, say, say is a good candidate for it too. No. It's Good Vibration by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. It's pretty famous if you're from that era. And we'll put the 2 on Rhodes. Yeah, I feel pretty okay about that. Her geography score is like fine. But I do feel like that's a guessable one if it's right. Again, I'm putting down the name of a famous island there and sort of hoping that's right. So I think we're good here. Let's go ahead and post. All right, we got Trainwreck. We got 50. Gore Vidal. Say, say, say. Really like that question. Rhodes, yes. Okay. Lesbos, also famous. Euboea, not so famous at all. So I'm glad Rhodes is right. That said, it certainly is one you might guess. So we'll see how that goes. All. Yay. All right. So we got all of them. All right. I wasn't necessarily expecting that with the Greek one. So how exciting. All right. Well, that's a good day for us. It's good to be back. I'll see you all tomorrow for questions on Wednesday. Bye-bye.